Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Donkey Kong 1994. In today's episode, the next world is on an airplane, and can I just say though, fuck this world. I gotta say, by far, this would have to be my absolute least favorite world in this one. And the biggest problem, aside from the fact that I was kind of ranting about about how slippery the control can be sometimes, the main problem about this world, though, is the wind. Yeah, you're going to be dealing with the wind, of course, and I know, granted, it makes sense for the fact that, you're on an airplane, and so it has to be very windy because, of course it is. You're on an airplane, though. But in terms of the gameplay mechanic, though, it is obnoxious, and the wind's always going to be pushing against you, and you have to try your very damnedest to, just try to go across with the wind, or just, try to go against the wind and all that, too. Now, thankfully, not every stage on here is going to have that kind of issue where, some of the stages will just have you controlled like normal. But some of the ones that actually take place, outside of the airplane, I guess, I don't even know how you can be able to be traveling on an airplane because, it's actually kind of dangerous going to the outside, but I guess, maybe on the wing itself. But, you're going to be dealing with the wind blowing against you constantly, and some of the stages will definitely hinder you because of it, especially if you're going on these, on some tight platforms. And, you're going to be dealing with the wind a lot, and that was what was really frustrating me and a lot, too. And because of, how you have to go, because Mario will move a lot slowly because of the wind, too. But you always have to try to push yourself against it, though. But if you're on these tight platforms and you're trying to get across, and there will also be some hazards and obstacles that you're going to be going to, and you're going to be going across that a lot. There's going to be that one stage you'll be going to later on. That actually took me so many attempts for that too because of it. Now, the only saving grace for this though is that it is a very short world though. Okay, now so for this one, looks like I think we're supposed to be in the engine room or something, but at least we're not dealing with the wind though, so we're actually just controlling normal. But I will say, probably because of some kind of muscle memory or something like that though, because I was actually dealing with the wind, it actually made me think that the wind was coming back to me, and so I had to get used to the controls how it was, just having to go back to normal controls. Also, I gotta say though, the music that's playing right here, it actually sounds so much similar to the Fighting Polygon team music in Super Smash Bros. 64. I mean, do you hear the similarities to that? I mean, because I do. It does sound a lot like it. So, that's, I don't know. Actually, as a matter of fact, maybe that's what inspired me, because I know this game came out before the first Super Smash Bros. Game for the N64, because that game came out in 1999. So, I don't know, maybe, or could be a little coincidence here. Alright, this stage, yeah, once again, you're going to be dealing with the wind. So what you have to do is you have to go over this lever, and then you have to change the flow of one of the platforms, so that way there you can actually get to the top, so that way you can get to Pauline. But, oh yeah, you see that right there? So yeah, this is actually what we're going to be dealing with. And see how small the platform is? And so, because of the wind, you're going to be dealing with constantly. So I had to do a little jump cut to try this again, just, edit out when I die on the spikes here. But like I said, there will be that one stage that you'll be going to. And also, yeah, there's these turrets that you have to watch out for as well. They'll be shooting those out. And they actually go for their some kind of pattern of their own in one of the stages. And yes, as you can see here, I've already capped at what my life counter is, so it's up to 99. So at least I'll never be getting a game over because of the fact that you can get extra lives very easily. Excuse me, I get extra lives very easily in this game. So, anyways, so yeah, this is actually the one stage where you're going to be dealing with those turrets here. So, yeah, you can see that they actually go in this kind of a pattern where they'll shoot horizontally and then diagonally and then vertically as well. So they just be shooting upwards. So you gotta pay attention to their patterns here and how they'll be shooting though, and just try to avoid getting hit too, because like I said, if Mario gets hit once, then he dies. So yeah, he's he's very vulnerable like that. I guess very much like it. Well, actually, I would say though, probably the most vulnerable in this game though, because I know for one thing that it's supposed to be like the arcade version where he gets hit once he dies, but I guess to some people, it could be a little bit of a step backwards. You know, playing this game after Super Mario Brothers, where, you know, where Mario doesn't really get any power-ups at all whatsoever. So, you know, you have to make sure you don't get hit just once. Because, you know, that was not like in Super Mario Brothers where, you know, where you just pick up the mushroom, then Mario gets a little stronger. So, he, you know, he gets hit once and he loses the power-up. But he doesn't die, though. Okay, so this goddamn level. Oh, my God. This fucking level here, or this stage. Oh, my God. This is what gave me the most shit. And it actually got to the point where, you know, because, you know, not only, once again, you have to be dealing with the wind constantly, but also for the fact you have to go across these platforms, and also you have to fling yourself out to there. So, if you're not in the correct position to where you're at the rope, you'll potentially fling yourself over to that one platform. You may think that you actually get a safe landing, but here's the catch, though. Because of the wind, then Mario actually be doing this forward roll, and you can't even get back up yourself immediately afterwards. Because there will be a chance that Mario will actually go and get pushed over to the spikes are, and you're fucked, and you actually die right then and there because of it. So yeah. Yeah. No matter how much you try to get yourself back up, the game does not let you do that. The wind actually forces Mario to go over to the spikes, and then he dies just like that, even if you make a safe landing. So you have to make sure to go into that one position for the rope itself. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna be landing the spikes, and it will happen to you constantly. And let me tell you, I had to use a rewind feature that I had for the NSO constantly. I use it millions of times on that godforsaken stage. It is that dreadful. It is absolutely the worst stage by far. I can't remember, you know, how much the other stages we bad though, but I will say, you know, it is definitely without a doubt the worst stage on there because of it. And oh god, that was close. I almost got hit by that that beam there. Yeah, see that there? Oh man, that was a pretty close one. But yeah, that was without a doubt the worst stage that there ever was, honestly, though, because of the way it was, you know, the way the wind was, and how, you know, it's very, and the way those type platforms are. You have to try to get in control, but you have to make sure that, you know, because of how Mario would actually go do these forward rolls whenever he does a long distance landing. And I got hit by the spikes constantly, and so, you know, I had to use the rewind feature, you know, multiple times. Until I actually got to where it was, because I was trying to make a safe landing, but the wind kept pushing me over the spikes. So yeah, honestly though, that's without yeah, fuck that stage. It is without the worst one there was though, and like I guess one kind of fumble on the design there was though for that kind of stage because of it, because of the way the wind was. So yeah, that's oh god, that really managed to make my array level. So you know, like I said, I mean, you know, the game can be fantastic though. It is definitely a fun game without a doubt though. But that's definitely the one stage that that really gave me such a miserable time. And actually, I was rapidly using the rewind feature constantly because of it. And yeah, this boss fight, yeah, you're also dealing with the win once again though. But yeah, this also frustrated me as well because I was trying to use the barrels, but either the barrels kept crashing each other, and I kept trying to go to the opposite direction, but Mario never did so. And so I was trying to go over to that barrel, but then I got stunlocked here with Mario doing that animation of him getting face planted, and then he just got stunlocked there. Oh, I thought I was going to hit the barrel, but actually I managed to survive that. And yeah, I see it like that there, so... I mean, at least I don't die from that, though, but that does get really annoying when Mario gets stunlocked just like that here, so... Yeah, yeah, that's really frustrating. So yeah, this... Yeah, I hate this world because of it. That's, without my least favorite world in this game. So, thank God it's done and over with, and thank God that it was very short as well. So, ugh. But yeah, that was right. I was so ready to be done. As a matter of fact, I was actually clutching my controller very tightly because I mean, I had to make sure to avoid throwing my controller down because I tried my very best not to do it anymore as much as I used to. But there could be times I was coming pretty close because of that goddamn stage. Like, holy shit. It was... fuck that stage. Anyway, so we are finally done with the airplane. And, oh, God. At least we don't have to deal with that anymore. And the next world is going to be the iceberg world. So, with that said, next time Let's Play Donkey Kong 1994, we're going to be doing the iceberg world. So, until then, I'll see you guys later.